Batman, is he a hero or is he a villain? What's up, YouTubers of the world? MegaGeekMixer here with a special video that's relating to a debate that's been going on since this past week's episode of Young Justice, and that was in the fact that Bruce Wayne and his super secret hero society has been exposed by Black Lightning, which had led into a crazy argument, and where people, ever since then on social media, were arguing about what Batman did was wrong and Jefferson's right, or Jefferson's wrong and Batman's right in what he did, or, and for the matter of that fact, people are saying this is why Batman's a villain for all that case. While this video right here is for me to give you my guy's thought and all the things he does and why he does it, and then I'll give you my conclusion on do I think he's a hero or is he a villain. Well, now let's get right into it. Why do people think Batman's a villain? Well, it's because of his war on crime and the methods he uses to do that. There are many bullet point examples as to why people would say he's a villain, because of how harsh he goes around with things. One such example, first off, is he prepares weapons to take down his allies. That prime example really being the Justice League. He has prepared weapons to take out the Justice League, should the need ever arise, and he keeps it a secret from them so they don't know about it. There's one example of it, and it's already been shown in things like Justice League Doom that his plan somehow got captured by the villain Vandal Savage, and they were used against the Justice League to take them down one by one. And when the heroes found out about what Batman did, they were pretty much feeling like a breach of trust has been was on them, and that what he did, he should have told them about it or never should have did anything like that, which understandably, it's mostly because they're just mad because of his weapons being in their hands and used against them like that, and him never telling them about that. That's what that is right there. And then there's the thing that one of the things most of all about Batman is that he doesn't trust anyone. And it's because he doesn't trust anyone, it makes him do the things he does that makes people in the end get mad at him or feel like they don't trust him. But that's in the sense in really saying Batman's gonna be like, good, it's great that you don't trust me, because you shouldn't trust me. Like, sure, he may consider them his friends and stuff and trust them on some levels, but not trust them completely. And that's always been Batman's thing. And then there is mission first. Yes, by mission first, he puts the mission above anything else, and that sometimes includes keeping secrets or sometimes manipulating people and endangering people, which leads into that thing of one of my last bullet points: questionable methods, manipulation, lies, secrets, false endangerment and stuff like that, or like setting up false events happening just to make people look good, such as what he's been doing in Young Justice Outsiders, such as in the last episode before this past week's episode, and how he and Miss McGann set up a charade to make the Outsiders look good and Lex Luthor look bad on that end. That was false endangerment and lies and manipulation. But and then there's the fact of the secrets and all that. And here's the thing, Batman, he's a very secretive man, and it's because of that, and he doesn't trust anyone, that sometimes things he does come blowing up right in his face and stuff, and people getting angry at him. And you see that he never apologizes, well, because he says he's not gonna apologize for putting the mission first. Now, is this by me means saying that, like, he's proud of what he does? Nah, he's just not proud of it, but he knows he has to. But basically, though, those are some of the bullet points right there. And now, I'm gonna go into you guys on some of the reasons why he's like this. Like, for one, examples are him and Green Arrow. Those guys are just vigilantes, no powers whatsoever, just their natural skills to help them fight crime. And it's because of that, people like those two are realists. They're skeptical and realists. They understand that this is the reality of the world. why do I mention these two together? Well, they have some similarities in the fact that they're billionaires and things happen that change their lives to make them see the world for what it was. And Bruce Wayne, for him, the death of his parents, which is another bullet point there, right there. For him, he was just an innocent child having the time of his life and always looking at things as all kids do in life, thinking there's good guys and the bad guys, and it's all easy. The good guys know how to win in the right way without crossing any lines. But after the death of his parents, it hit him hard to know this is reality, and it made him go to a dark place. And in the fact that it's the death of his parents, which why he became Batman, because he's making sure nobody has to go through what he went through before. An example of that being Robin. He wanted Robin to get revenge, get justice for the person who murdered his family. And there was a reason why he did it, and this is the reason.
Robin needed to help bring the men who murdered his family to justice.
So he could turn out like you?
So that he wouldn't.
Yeah, he did not want Grayson whatsoever to become him at all. That's showing an example right there that Batman knows very well that who he is and what he's become and the things he does, and he hopes for nobody to ever go down that path, that much of a dark path. As now some of y'all might say, but he's already doing that. Look at his proteges just following them without question and stuff. And yeah, they are doing that, but here's the thing. It's Batman who's doing really all the execution. Yes, they may be going along with it and everything. And yeah, when they get exposed, they are sorry that they're doing this and stuff like that. But does that mean that when they grow up and maybe say take up the mantle of Batman or get to his age on what he does, that they'll go that route? No. I mean, sure, they might take a little bit of what he does out there into that world for themselves, because well, they were trained by him, so a little that's going to be in there. But that doesn't mean they will stoop even just as low as he does just to get it done. And then there's the fact of dangerous criminals, and you gotta sometimes fight fire with fire to take down dangerous criminals. And the best example in that right now, Young Justice, whose enemies have been the light from season 1 all the way to where we're currently at right now. And if you haven't noticed, have they done anything to get the light completely defeated and behind bars? Nope. The light is still here, and in season 1 and 2, they have pretty much beaten the Justice League. Not like destroy them, but they discredit them to the public, that the public in season 3 just don't trust the Justice League. And that's why all that security measures have been taken, all thanks to Lex Luthor, who is now the Secretary General of the UN and stuff, and he's got all those most of those world leaders at the palm of his hand, and being able to do and being able to make them agree with him on metahumans and all that. And behind the scenes, the light is able to freely capture many metahumans for metahuman trafficking for the Light's Army, the Apocalypse Army, and so much more. And because of that is why Batman resigned from the Justice League, and why he and a few other Justice League leader members decided that they're gonna have to play secret society superhero and take the light to them from behind the scenes, so they can better take these guys down, stop these metahuman trafficking, and hopefully come to expose them to the public on who these people really are. Such as, well, mostly for Lex Luthor in that case. But you guys, I hope you guys are trying to get what I'm saying there. And then there is in the fact that what Batman does, everything he does, well, if you really think about it, it's in the government way. And why do I say government way? Well, because the government will do stuff like that too. They will use very questionable methods. Now, guys, I'm not saying the things that they'll do the exact things Batman do, but yeah, I'm not really saying that, but I am saying that they will. But sometimes, if you think about it, they may do it even worse, is what I'm trying to say. And if you guys want an example on what I mean by that, look no further than Amanda Waller. Come on, guys. That name alone should drop a shot on you there and saying that you can't think that she's worse or that she's not worse than Batman. Because if you're thinking that, I don't know what kind of Amanda Waller you guys are looking at. I first ever came to know about Amanda Waller in the Justice League animated series and Justice League Unlimited series. But scratch that. It was in the Justice League Unlimited series. And then again, I saw her in a few other iterations afterwards since then. And all I can say is, yeah, her methods are even far more worse than what Batman does. They really are. I mean, Batman will never, put a bomb in somebody's head in case they fall out of line. Or, for that matter, do what Cadmus and many others did in the Justice League animated series. Y'all know the Royal Flush Gang, the first ever ones that took on the Justice League? Well, they were first a part of the military, and the one woman they took away was Ace. She got cheated out of a childhood. Now, don't get me wrong, guys. I understood that she had powers and they were dangerous. They were out of control. But what the government could have did was learn how to teach her, put him under control, and find a way to make her get a normal life back. But they saw her as a chance to be used as a weapon for something just in case something special occasion happened. And I understand that point of view, but at the same time, cheating a girl out of a childhood like that I don't. Sorry, guys. I'm sure even Bruce won't allow that to happen. No, he won't allow that to happen. And then there's other things such as what Amanda Waller had said about the Justice League. What if they have, or better yet, why don't I just show you?
If the Justice League ever went rogue, what do you think would be the result?
That's moot.
Humor me. In every single scenario, you beat us. Badly. But that was before Cadmus.
That right there was from Doomsday Sanction. And then there's another fact that in another episode, I mentioned Green Arrow earlier, guys, and why he's similar to Batman. Well, here's another example that can show you it. It's when he was asked by Supergirl, do you want the government to have weapons to be used against us? Well, here's what he said.
No. I don't know. Yeah. Look, I'm an old lefty. The government must do for people what people can't do for themselves. The people sure can't protect themselves from the likes of us.
And he's not wrong right there. So, I can give you an example on why some of the things Batman does right there. And then finally, Batman's not a nice guy, as he says, whereas people like Superman is a nice guy because, well, he's the American hero, the greatest American hero out there, what America should stand for, and yet at the same, he stands for hope, symbolism, and many other things in the American way. And yet at the same time, while that may be so, though, you can't deny that there are, and then he's a nice guy. You can't stop reality from hitting you hard, because when it does hit you hard, it's gonna make you do some things you don't think you were capable of. And like I said, guys, if I didn't say this before, Injustice is an example of that. Superman lost his child, Lois Lane, in Metropolis. It made him become a dictator. And like I said before, that's something Batman will never allow to happen. He's not going to want to be like that, nor does he want to be like that. He's just trying to do his best to keep the streets clean of crime so they don't hurt people. And he knows he's not going to permanently stop that, because crime will live on no matter what. And that's really some of many examples on why people are always arguing, are you Batman a hero or a villain? And now that I've said all that, what do I think? Is he a hero or is he a villain? I don't think he's either. No, he is neither hero nor is he villain. He is neither. What he is, in my opinion, is anti-hero, or as the preferred term he used, vigilante. Either way, it works for me. Anti-hero, vigilante. And hey, anti-heroes and vigilantes are needed, no matter which way you want to look at them or what publics might think of you, because they realize that you gotta do something to stop some of these people here. And if you're gonna be hated for it, well, those people are willing to accept that burden. And when you got a team like the Justice League, you can't all expect them to be all like Superman, Wonder Woman, or any of these other people. You're going to need these realist, skeptical people who are willing to go that very grayish line. and do what's necessary. And sure, are they going to be proud of it? No, they're not going to be proud of it. And Batman, no doubt, everything he's been doing in Justice, no doubt he's not proud of it, but he's not going to say he's sorry because he realized this has to be needed. And this is also me saying I am not on Batman's side nor am I on Black Lightning's side, because they're both right and they're both wrong. It's kind of the same with how it was in Civil War. Both Captain America were right and wrong. And then the comics, now in the comics side, I leaned a little more towards Captain America's side, even though I leaned to both of their sides in that comic, only because of what was going on in that comic. While in the movie side of things, I leaned on both of their sides, but I still leaned a little more to Iron Man's side of things because of all the damage that happened and stuff. You got it. If you really want public's trust back, let this be a starting point. Try to work your way around it. And then try to work your way around it. Now, the only thing with MCU's films and their accords was just the person who was in charge, and that was General Ross. And you guys know that guy. But either way, I just wanted to, guys, put my thoughts out there on the fact that why I think he is an anti-hero and not hero or villain. He does questionable things, but I understand why he does it, but I can also tell he ain't proud, but he knows it's a necessary thing. And I understand Jeff's point of view, not in the fact that we lose ourselves. And yeah, because maybe we are, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. I'm more on just the fact on him saying on how he's keeping things so secretive, how Batman was being so secretive and manipulating people. And that's pretty much all I wanted to say in this video, guys. And hey, I love to hear your guys' thoughts out there. And let's be civil about this, guys, because this is a sort of debate that could go on forever and ever. And there's really no side that's going to win because we all make great points out there. But until then, if you're enjoying my videos, all you got to do is click that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon to be notified when I make more videos. And until then, MegaGeekMixer signing out. Bye!